Welcome. You're here because you're a capable, effective executive and you care deeply about how you lead. You've worked hard to get where you are. And at the same time, you've probably noticed patterns that keep showing up, ways you default under pressure, in conflict, or in moments that matter, even when those patterns no longer serve you. You know what good leadership looks like. What's frustrating is that in certain moments, something inside you still takes over. And afterwards, you think, why did I respond that way? Or why didn't I say something when I wanted to? That's not a sign that something's wrong with you. Even the strongest leaders have moments where stress, emotion, or self doubt show up and pull them off course. Maybe it's a comment from a colleague that lingers longer than it should. Maybe it's a direct report who responds sharply and suddenly you're replaying that conversation hours later. Or maybe it's that familiar feeling of knowing exactly what you want to say, but something inside hesitates, tightens, or takes over. This program isn't about fixing you or teaching you another leadership tactic. It's about understanding and leading those patterns and strengthening the most important leadership instrument you use every single day, yourself. Here's what I want you to know about where this journey is heading. By the end of this program, you'll notice that pressure doesn't knock you off center the way it used to. When things get tense or emotional, you'll recover faster. You'll respond more intentionally instead of reacting automatically. You'll start to trust yourself more, especially in moments of conflict, when giving feedback or maybe uncertainty. And when you trust yourself, other people feel it. They feel steadier around you. They feel clearer. They feel safe following your lead. This is one of the most powerful and least talked about advantages of emotionally intelligent leadership. It doesn't start with changing your personality or learning how to be calmer. It starts with understanding how your internal system works and learning how to lead it. One of the most common things I hear from leaders is this: I know what to do, but in the moment, something else takes over. You might get defensive. You might shut down. You might over explain, over control, or avoid a conversation you know you need to have. And here's the reframe I want you to hear clearly. That is not a leadership flaw. It's not. What's happening in those moments isn't a lack of skill or confidence. It's your nervous system and a set of internal patterns stepping in automatically. These patterns developed for a reason. Many of them helped you to succeed. But when they're running the show unconsciously, they can hijack your best intentions. The question isn't, how do I get rid of these reactions? The real question is, what would change if you could lead those inner reactions instead of being led by them? Before we go any further, I want to invite you into a brief reflection. There's nothing to fix here, just notice. Think about a recent work situation that stayed with you longer than you expected. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Often it's something small, maybe someone's tone, a look, a comment, a moment of tension in a meeting. As you bring that situation to mind, notice what showed up inside you. Was there a part that wanted to stay quiet? Maybe a part that wanted to take control? Maybe a part that felt irritated or worried, or a part that felt self-critical. Just notice, no judgment, no analysis. What you're noticing right now is what I call your internal boardroom. The different voices, reactions, and strategies inside you that influence how you lead. And here's the most important thing to understand. These inner voices are not problems to eliminate. They're parts of you that once help you adapt, perform, or succeed. This program is about learning how to guide that internal boardroom so you can lead with calm authority, clarity, and choice instead of reactivity or shutting down. In the weeks ahead, I'll be introducing you to a simple, evidence-based framework for leading yourself, drawn from internal family systems, or IFS for short. You don't need to know anything about it yet. Think of it as a roadmap. It gives you a way to understand your inner team, relate to it differently, and to stay grounded in real world leadership moments like meetings, feedback conversations, decisions, and moments of pressure. We'll keep this practical, accessible, and focused on application, not theory. I want you to imagine showing up to your work and to your personal relationships from that calm, centered place inside you more often. Imagine having difficult conversations without carrying them around for days afterwards. Imagine trusting yourself in the moment, even when things feel uncertain. That's what we're building together here. Between now and the next module, I invite you to simply notice. When pressure shows up, who shows up inside of you? No fixing, no judging, just awareness. In the next module, we'll begin learning how to lead those parts so you stay in the leadership seat. I'm really glad you're here, and I look forward to beginning together real soon.